So, have you ever wondered how much free water is actually falling from the skies? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how I have been collecting rainwater, hundreds and hundreds of gallons of rainwater, even through a drought situation, using my house, my garden shed, and just recently our 40 by 60 shop. If you have a roof, then you have a rainwater collection system waiting to happen, and your plants are going to love you and thank you for it. So I don't think I need to tell you that rainwater is probably the best water you can have for your garden, for your flowers, your plants, over that well water or treated municipal water. And collecting it can be easy. So I'm going to walk you through my systems, how I set them up, and three different ways that I use my collected rainwater to water my garden. So a couple other benefits of using rainwater is it is cost effective. It's free. So you're not paying for that extra water bill that you may have to pay for to water your garden through your taps from your house. And if you're able to collect it off of a roof system like I have here, you are, reducing that erosion and stuff that can happen with runoff off of roofs of buildings. So as you can see here, I have eaves troughs on my garden shed that are directed directly into my IBC tote here that holds about 1,000 gallons of rainwater. So my roof system here is pretty small, so collecting a lot of rain in a short period of time or in a real heavy downfall isn't very effective. If you have a slow and steady rain happening over a day or two, this thing will fill up slowly with beautiful rainwater ready to water the garden. So probably the best and easiest way to collect rainwater is off the roof of your house. Most of us have an eaves troughing system on our houses, and I just want to show you where all of my water is being directed and how I am collecting it. And with eaves troughing systems on houses, most of us have the downspouts coming and directing it away from the house so that you don't have that erosion going on. So if you got some rain barrels, these are just blue plastic tubs that I've acquired for free. There's all sorts of rain barrels out there on the market. You might as well be saving that water. So this is just a piece of an extension that works with eaves troughing system that my husband just kind of glued in here. So when we're having a really good rainfall, this barrel fills up, it will flow into this one, and then we got 2 barrels full of rainwater. And then we've done the same thing at the other corner of our house. So we are collecting that rain from both the back of our house and the front. And it doesn't take long, like I say, to have a nice downpour for these 2 barrels to fill up. As you can see here, we had a rainfall the other day. We got about a 1/4 inch rain, and all 4 of these barrels were filled up in no time. So this is my third way of collecting rainwater, and this is the one that I am most excited about. We have this huge 40 by 60 shop that did not have any eaves troughing on it. This spring, we were doing some upgrades to the inside and made the decision to also add on eaves trough, which helps with that erosion problem around the building, helps divert that rain away from around the foundation. So I said to my husband, this is the best way to collect a lot of rain for us. So if you're lucky enough to have a large vessel to collect rain in, such as the IBC totes, or maybe you want to purchase, there's a whole variety of different tubs and tanks that you can collect rainwater in. We were lucky to have this sitting at the farm when we used to have a dairy going. This is the bulk tank that all the milk went to, which is now being repurposed as our rain collections. So this probably holds a couple thousand gallons of rainwater. We had a big downpour the other night, and this thing was filled within, an hour. So great way to collect a lot of water. So I've shown you the 3 ways that I am collecting hundreds and hundreds of gallons of rainwater. And now I'm going to show you how do I get it to my cube here at my garden where I do most of my watering, and what different methods do I use to get that water out and to my garden. If you haven't already done so, I want to just remind you that we have an amazing community on the school app. We are over 125 members now. We are talking every day, sharing pictures, asking questions, talking about everything gardening. I have some courses that I'm adding to it. I have one-on-one coaching now that I can provide you. If you're thinking about getting into gardening and don't know where to start, I'd love to help you because I think everybody can grow something. Everybody should grow something, even if you have just a little space on your patio or, a big outdoor garden like I do here. I would love to see you in our community. The link to that group is in the description box below. Gardeners Growing Together. Check it out. So first of all, the easiest way to use that rainwater is, scoop it right out of the rain barrels at your house, which I do a lot just to water flower pots that are around my house area. And with one of these IBC totes, usually you have the option of just taking water from the tank here directly. I have a small hose set up so that I can easily fill up my watering cans right from the tote. But my cube here at my garden space where I grow my vegetables and I have my berry bushes and most of my stuff, I have to get water into it. And as I mentioned, the roof system that I have on my garden shed here doesn't bring a lot of rainwater into the cube. So I need to get it there from my two other sources at my house and now from my source at the shop. And what I highly recommend, and something that a lot of people have in their home, is a sump pump like this. So this is, I believe, a 1/4 horsepower sump pump. Runs on power. You hook up a garden hose to it. You immerse it into your rain barrel or into your IBC tote or into what other kind of container that you have collected water in. Plug it in and it starts pumping that water to wherever you want it to go. I have a couple of these now because they work so great. I'll put one in my rain barrel at the house, hook up the hose to it, plug it in, put a hand sprayer at the end of it, and I can walk around the house watering everything. So I don't have to scoop out with the watering can, go back and forth. It's a great way to do that. And now I'm using this at the shop to put into our bulk tank where I have the biggest source of water. Stick it in there, plug it in, run some garden hose all the way to my tote here at the garden shed. And I filled that thing up in about an hour. And then as far as watering my garden, this thing comes in handy again. I put it into the IBC tote. I got this hose hooked up to it, plug it in. I can walk around my garden hand watering everything. I also just tested on my irrigation system. So what I do for that again is I just run a hose to my irrigation timer, which has the filter on it and the pressure regulator, and then it runs to all of my systems throughout my garden into my garden beds and works great for watering. I don't have to do anything, just turn on the button. So we've been going through a huge drought here this spring. We didn't have any rain all through the month of May, which is when we usually do. So I had all these setups ready on my house, at the garden shed, and then at the shop, all ready for rainwater, and it didn't rain for weeks. But finally, we started to get these little showers, and that's when, the roof system of the bigger shop came in so handy because I was able to collect hundreds of gallons of rain. So whether you get one of those nice day-long rains where you get half an inch or 1/4 inch of rain, or you get one of those downpours, a large roof system like your house or a shop like that, you're able to collect hundreds of gallons of rainwater in a short period of time. So now I have barrels of rainwater at the house, at my garden, and a good supply at the shop. So I should be able to keep my garden well watered with rainwater for, for sure the next month. And as always, I highly recommend that you do your watering in the morning or evening, not during the day when it is super hot. Gives your plants a chance to absorb that. It has less evaporation and your plants will love it. So do you have a rain collection system set up for your garden? Let me know in the comments what you got. I'd love to hear about it. If you're thinking about doing it, a simple rain barrel system off of your house will be great. Highly recommend getting one of these 1/4 horsepower sump pumps so that you can easily move that water from different areas in your yard to your garden space or to a cube like I have here, so that your watering system is set up and easy to do and just makes gardening life that much better. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video on how I have set up different systems to collect that beautiful rainwater that our gardens will absolutely thrive from. And if you like this video, hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and we will see you on the next video.